Today we're going to show you how to make matcha and puffed rice dark chocolate bark. Before we get started, you'll need to gather a few items. All of the ingredients are included in your kit. 6 pure 70% dark chocolate bars, matcha powder, and puffed rice. You'll also need a candy thermometer, a large saucepan, a heat-resistant spatula, a fork, parchment paper, and a baking sheet. It might also be helpful to separate your ingredients into small bowls, and don't forget a large heat-resistant bowl for the chocolate. Now that all has been gathered, let's get started. The first step is breaking up the chocolate into smaller pieces, either by hand or with a knife. This is an important step to ensure that the chocolate melts quickly and evenly. After you're done chopping, set aside about 1/4 of the chopped chocolate in a separate container. Next, heat a couple inches of water in the large saucepan over low heat. Place about 3/4 of the chopped chocolate in a stainless steel or glass bowl large enough to sit securely in the saucepan without touching the water. In this video, we'll be tempering our chocolate using the seeding method. The process of tempering is what gives chocolate its shine and snap. Continue to stir the chocolate often, and when about 2/3 of the chocolate is melted, remove the bowl from the saucepan and dry the bottom of the bowl well. Continue to stir the chocolate until it is melted completely. Then, check that the temperature is at least 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, add 1 tablespoon of the reserved chopped chocolate and stir vigorously until it is completely melted. Repeat once or twice, and then check the temperature of the chocolate in the bowl. You're aiming for between 88 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. If the chocolate is warmer than that, keep adding the chopped chocolate by the tablespoon and stirring it until it has melted completely. Remember, at this point, you're looking for between 88 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. As the chocolate nears temper, you'll notice that if you pull up a spoonful and let it drizzle back into the bowl, it will begin to make a small pile that will sit on the surface of the melted chocolate and slowly sink, rather than immediately pooling. Now comes the fun part. Pour the chocolate on a large sheet of parchment paper, making the chocolate no thicker than 1/4 of an inch. Sprinkle on as much matcha as you'd like. Using your fork, swirl the matcha around in circular motions. Then, add the puffed rice. Let the chocolate bark sit, and when the chocolate is no longer sticky, cut it into smaller pieces. Now, enjoy! Learn more at theochocolate.com.